Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. We're back again with another one. We're going to be talking about is Dr. Umar Johnson's biological daughter pretty much exposed him as a deadbeat dad. Yeah, that's right. You know, I've been trying to tell y'all for a long time about these charlatans and how they love to pose as freedom fighters. He's into all of this Pan-Africanism nonsense. This is the same guy that is, I guess, working on building a school that he's been working on for probably 100 years. But now it gets a little deep because this is the same one talking about Black Queen. And he panders towards women, but he got a daughter, and he's not even in her life. Ain't that something? That mean that Dr. Umar was out there spreading his seed recklessly, right? And wasn't paying attention to what he's been doing. So let's take a look and listen to this tape, hear what his daughter got to say. We're going to look at some more footage, some posts that she made. Then we're going to share our commentary. Let's take a listen to this.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how Black kings need to be with Black women, but you're not even in your Black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It's unfair, and deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the Black community, right? We all know Dr. Umar reps the Black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards. It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life. No graduations, no parties. When I get married, are you going to be at the wedding? Are you going to walk me down the aisle? Y'all, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has been in my life. And I thank God for him because my biological father couldn't even do that, y'all. My biological father is not even on my birth certificate because when my mom had me, he left. And I do have a DNA test. So yes, I can prove that that's my father. I would never get on here and lie to y'all. That's kind of sick and delusional and crazy. But I'm just making this video because I want to find my sister. And when I reached out to him about giving me her number or if he even had it, I was ignored. So now I guess I have to take matters into my own hands. So if you see this video, sister, please reach out to me, because if he's not going to allow us to be in contact, I'll do it myself. I just want to end this video off by saying that daughters who have deadbeat fathers should not have to go through this. This is very present in the Black community. And as an activist, I would not think that you would be a deadbeat because you rep the Black community so much. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a hypocrite. You can't say do A, but you're doing B. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all already heard my mission for this video. Y'all already heard why I'm making this video. So if she can reach out to me, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you because you are my sister on my father's side that I have never met. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how old you are. I have a sister on my mom's side and I'm the oldest. I'm pretty sure that my sister that's on my dad's side, I'm probably older than her. I'm supposed to be guiding her. I'm supposed to be teaching her things because you as the father, you're not doing that. So let me do that as an older sister. But that's the end of this video. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to bash this man. I'm stating facts. Facts. And in the next clip, I will show y'all the screenshot of me trying to reach out to him and he ignored me after I asked him if he had my sister's phone number. So here you go.
So we see the screenshot right there from her. He starts off by saying, peace and Pan-African. I don't understand this mess. Peace and Pan-Africanism. If this is, in fact, my daughter, is there a reason why you're not messaging me directly from your cell phone? It's sad that in today's day, you got these charlatans that don't take care of their kids. They out here talking all this Pan-Africanism bullshit. Talking about they building schools and calling black women queens. Yet you got your black queen daughter. And that's how you communicating with her? Make that make sense. Right? She trying to reach out to you. You ought to be happy to know that you got a daughter out there. That's a good opportunity for you to practice all that shit you preach. You see what I mean? But see, this is how a lot of these ninjas are. On social media, they put on this front like they love the black queens. I want to give a shout out to all my UK Pan-Africanisms and my Chinese Africans and my Lebanese Africans and my Swedish Africans. Everybody's an African to this guy. You know what I mean? Everybody's an African. Let me pull something up real quick because she trying to reach out to him, but this dude is like, he bugging out. You know what I mean? She want to find out information. You want to know about your dad. You want to know about other siblings. And it's like, what kind of nonsense? This is a bad look for Umar. He got to answer for this one. He was just live earlier. That's where I got that little screenshot. And it's like, as soon as I got on the live, it's like he just got off the live. I don't know if he saw my name and knew who I was, but nonetheless, I had to go live, talk about the story for the streets. So it's a post that the young lady made. That's her Instagram handle. So this appears to be some sort of conversation or something. I'm not sure, but it says, Dr. Umar Johnson, it says, good Garvey Day. He always talking about this Garvey stuff, and he claimed that he's a descendant from Garvey and all this other mess. And I don't know. Is he clout chasing? I believe he is, but I'm trying to figure out why he's not in this young lady's life and he's, perpetrating a fraud for the people, like why now? So he goes on, good Garvey Day, as I don't live in the prison of other people's opinions, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you. A 15-year, what? Let me see. Any of you, I guess something's blocking part of the words. My 15 years as the most relevant. I mean, how could you say you're the most relevant? You're not the most relevant. Stop. 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, activist, Pan-Africanist in the world. Really? But you ain't built that school yet. Taking you a long time to build that school, sir. And what's going to be in the curriculum? Because if it's bullshit, I don't want my kids to know that. Right? So it goes on, Pan-Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. I mean, this is entertainment. So I gotta agree with you, this is social media. But the thing that is laughable, sir, is the fact that you are always calling the black women queens and Mother Earths and goddesses, but you're calling your own daughter a struggle streamer. That's rather disrespectful, sir. You should be happy for her. You should be happy to know. And I know that's your daughter because there are certain features that she have that is just like you. You are the father. You can't run from that one.
Come on now, dog.
You can.
Come on, man.
Right, so he says that Negro public only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. Neither the currency, whatever, nor the YouTubians. So I guess I must be a YouTubian. So now we're YouTubians now? Okay, struggle streamer community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. No, we want to know the truth. We want to know why is it that you, as a Pan-Africanist, a black liberation movement type brother from Africa and the Pan-Africanists of Africa, I want to know, how is it that you aren't taking care of your children? That would make you a deadbeat dad, sir. So now you owe this woman reparations. Can I get a witness? Dr. Umar Johnson owed this young lady reparations. You owe her over 20 years of reparations. Are you going to pay her, sir? I don't want to hear nothing about you want to take her out to dinner and have a conversation. You owe her reparations, dog. You weren't there for her graduations. You wasn't there for prom. You were not there. So you owe her reparations. Will Dr. Umar pay his reparations to the daughter? I don't know if he's going to do it, guys. I really don't know, but let's get back to this. So he called us YouTubians, struggle streamer, community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on. Why you disrespecting her though, dog? She's not a little girl. She's a young lady, fam. Have some damn respect. Like, you bugging, man. This don't make no sense. Imagine that. You are calling your daughter little girl, and she's a young lady. Does that make any sense? With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. So you want her to call her mother. I mean, I think you should know who that is already. Because I tell you what, if I know I haven't been out there doing dirt, I wouldn't even be entertaining this young lady. If I know I haven't been out there shooting up the club, doing dirt, I would not even be entertaining this. So you know what you're doing. You know exactly what's going on. You see? So he says, put her on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problem with this conversation being public. Okay, so if you don't have no problem with it being public, then I don't want to hear no BS from no damn Captain Save a Pan-Africanist coming to my live. Right? I don't want to hear from none of you Captain Save a Pan-Africanists, because the Pan-Africanist said that he don't have a problem with this conversation. You don't have a problem with this conversation pretty much being in public, right? So, I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy. I mean, you seem a little aggressive and upset towards this woman all of a sudden. Damn. You ain't even get to hear from her and you're already done angry, man. Like, see, again, this is what happens when a man's hand got caught in the cookie jar. Because now this is going to open up a can of worms, because you got to now pay back child support. You got to pay back child support, reparations. I don't think that school gonna get done, guys, another 20 years. Another 20 years, man. This is crazy work, man. So let's see what we got, man. This is why you guys, man, y'all gotta take care of your kids, bruh. Like, if you know you out there smashing different women, bruh, you know when you got a sister pregnant, man. We gotta stop playing. He was out there messing with a woman, one night stand, doing his old Pan-African thing. Threw that woman into the frying pan and Africanized her. Come on, dog. So it says, let's see where we at. Okay, I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. I am sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all of my family court papers. What? Court paperwork? Really? Uh-oh. This is how we know you riding dirty. This is how we know you riding dirty, fam. Because you're going back to family court papers in case any lies are told. Really? So you already doubting her now? Again, I'm just reporting the news, ladies and gentlemen. Commentary and criticism. Right? Commentary and criticism, which is my rights in America. So, it says, trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career, I guess it's not cool. So let me get this straight. So a young lady reaches out to you because she feels that you're her father, and you call her a struggle streamer and accuse her of clout chasing, of trying to build her struggle streaming career off of you. I mean, the nerve, bro. Ain't this sad, y'all? And you wondering why the black woman is pissed. You wondering why. You wondering why the black woman is pissed with the black man when we see them doing stuff like this. Because there's a lot of young ladies and brothers that are trying to figure out who their daddy is. And when they contact the brother, he become hostile. Like, who are you? Why are you coming in my life now? Like, Ninja, you the one that went outside and popped my mom. I'm just trying to find out who you are. I ain't even asked to be here, man. You did this mess. I'm trying to figure out why you brought me into this damn evil world. I gotta pay taxes and bills. I'm tired of this ish, fam. I'm trying to know who you are so you give me my reparations and back child support. Why not? These kids didn't ask to be here. You was out there trying to smash different women, and for whatever reason, you brought a child in the world. You gotta pay the bill, bro. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her, bro. You should have kept that woman. Now you gotta deal with it now. So it goes on and says, trying to use your father's name. So you know she's your daughter. Because you said trying to use your father's name. So you know that's your daughter. You know that's your daughter. As soon as you look at Shorty, you know she's your daughter, fam. You can't hide from her, fam. We're going to get more to it because she's going to be online talking with somebody else. So we got to break down the tapes, find out what the streets are saying, man. Do some content. You know how that go in these streets. Right? So he accuses her of trying to use her father's name to build her struggle streaming career. He said it's not cool. So I guess she responded, it looked like, why would I need you to build my name? I have my own. You're a deadbeat dad, a deadbeat father. So she called him a deadbeat father. Let's clock that. I messaged you multiple times and you ignored me. So if you really want to have a conversation, message me. I'm not going to harass you. And she got a point. See, a lot of these deadbeat dads, right? They be wanting the chillin' to go do all the work. No. Aren't you excited to see your lovely daughter? Aren't you excited? You should be happy. You know? Umar should be happy that he have a black queen daughter. You know what I mean? That way you could find her a Pan-Africanist husband. He can find his daughter a Pan-Africanist. Some sort of man from some tribe somewhere in the motherland. You know? So let's get out of that and see who we got here. Shout out to those who hit the super chat. Let's see what we got here, man. We got some Governor Chris says, I am the director of blah, 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 blah. I don't care who you from. I ain't Googling nobody. Appreciate the support though. But the topic is not about you, fam. Maybe you don't know, maybe you didn't read the title, but the topic is about Dr. Umar's Johnson's biological daughter. Basically calling him out as a deadbeat, right? And she took it to social media to make her formal complaint, trying to reach out to her daddy. And I think she's getting some traction. Shout out to Memo for the support. Said he's a hustler and just steals money from I'm the people, the school will never be. I guess you probably said steal the money from, I guess, the people, I guess. I don't know. I'm the people, the school will never be done. I think he have a better chance of seeing Tupac. Well, I agree with your comment. I definitely agree with your comment. He is a hustler. Umar been hustling the people for a long time. You know, he's an interesting fella. You know what I mean? Interesting fella. But, you know, he's a hustler and a pimp. Just like the pulpit pimping preacher. You know, those pastors in them churches? That's pretty much what Umar is. You know, just another charlatan. You know what I mean? Always hustling the people. And he loved playing on the emotions of black women, you know. He calls every woman a queen. Every woman is a Pan-Africanist queen. Ladies, don't fall for his Pan-Africanist nonsense, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, we're not even Africans. So, I mean, just ignore all that mess. I don't know what's wrong with this dude. I really believe they sent him as an agent to brainwash so-called black men and women in America to convince you that you're some sort of African. You're not African, fam. Stop. Africans and you are not the same people. I don't know why y'all keep doing this mess. None of you could call Africa right now and say, hey, can you locate my relatives over there? You don't got no relatives over there, fam. None. You know what I mean? You need to study your history, fam. Stop letting these charlatans lie to you. So we got that clip. Let's see this next tape over here because she went back and put some more info out there. So I want to take a look at that. So let me get this. I mean, if you just look at her, you see Umar too. You see Umar too, fam. You can definitely see it. So at the end of the day, that's Umar's daughter, bro. Allegedly. But anyway, let's look at this next tape and find out what's going on, fam. Let's see what we got. Hold on. All right.
Hola,
Hey,
mamita. Hold on, let me turn that light on.
Damn, the
So why the
volume.
man Tommy bald head ass on here keep arguing with a girl?
Rocky, he's a child.
So listen, I feel sympathy too because see, I have a dad that's very popular, but never was in my life, and I know that a lot of stuff be coming from anger and heartbreak. So we lash out in a different type of way. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But for everybody to be on here trying to go against you, family, everybody, like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand it.
Ridiculous.
Well, let me roast this troll a little bit, fam. The troll that put $1.99 in the collection plate. Let me see. The troll says that it's about the school, not gossiping about people, kids. First, fuck Umar Johnson's school. Right? I don't give a damn about his damn school. The man is a damn charlatan. Right? I don't care. Right? So, as long as you watching me, making them watch time hours go up, you can sit in the clouds and just stay there and be mad. You know what I mean? But don't waste your time coming here with no BS, or else we're gonna roast your ass. Because it be you damn devils that's in the clouds that be supporting these damn pimps who out here pimping these people out of their money. Umar out here living off of the people's donation. He ain't doing a damn thing for the black community. When did Umar go to the projects in the hood and try to get these kids right? When did Umar go to the projects in New York and pull up on the thugs and the goons and get them that curriculum to educate the youth? What the fuck did he do? Nothing. Just another pimp. And that's the problem. Y'all keep upholding these damn pimps who keep coming out, taking y'all money. And they speak a good talk, but when it comes to boots on the ground, they not doing a damn thing for the community. You know? So, that being said, if you want to come back and troll, you come back under another account, we'll roast you again, pack your ass up again. We don't got no time. Let's get back to the tapes.
What's your whole thing? What's up? What you trying to get out?
So I found my sister that's on my dad's side. I tried reaching out to Dr. Umar. He ignored me. Once he seen that I outed him, he sent me a message saying, oh, I want to take you and your mom out to dinner. He was domestic with my mom. So I really don't want to involve my mom in that. But my thing is, why do you want to try to talk to me now? It's because I outed you. You should have been tried to reach out to me. And
What?
I ignored.
But
I mean, you ignored me.
is that what you wanted for him to talk to you though?
At
Like,
least
do
a
you see you want that?
at least a conversation, Rocky. The man ignored me.
Wow.
So why did you decline the dinner?
I
You're not ready
declined
to.
it. I ain't declined. It's pending.
I think you should take the dinner and talk to your dad face to face. I heard that him and Tommy was beefing, so no matter how mad you is at your dad, that's still your dad. Tommy is a bald head ass op. He act like he thorough and he doing all this good shit, but he's calling you bitches and stuff. It's crazy to me.
Crazy.
It's like he lashing out because you ain't talking to him. He want the story bad as shit. So I just feel like I would just take the dinner with my dad. I would leave it here. There's no need to really like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait. So you have a similar experience?
Yeah, my dad is very popular too, and he wasn't never in my life. And it'd be hard for me. Some days we cool, some days we not. You know.
But see, now I gotta play devil's advocate now because, a lot of y'all may be like, but Ringo, man, how could she come after Umar, man? I mean, how did he know? Well, you gotta give me a chance to do my job, fool. What's the matter with you? Y'all know how I do my content. I do my content fair and balanced. So the first thing I wanna know is how could we say that Umar Johnson, right, is a deadbeat? Right? If he didn't even know you exist, right? You can't technically be a deadbeat if he never knew you even exist. You can't technically say he's a deadbeat if you want to be honest, right? Because he would have to know that you were born and that, you were around and your mama had to inform him. Now, if your mama can prove that, oh yeah, he knew you were born, he just didn't want to have nothing to do with you, then now he's a deadbeat. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if he's trying to ignore you, meaning he don't want to get the paperwork done and do this and check the files, by the pure fact he's willing to take the mom out and her to dinner, he must know who that woman is and know that there's a possibility that this is his daughter. And he may know who she is years ago. So he may be a deadbeat. You understand what I mean? But I had to throw that out there because we have to balance out the playing field. We know Umar is full of shit. We know that already, right? But for the point of her claiming that he's a deadbeat, we have to make sure that we have the facts. Like, because maybe it'll come up later on in this video, but I don't know if he knew she was born 20 years ago. If he know that and he left the woman, then he's a deadbeat. But there's a lot of men that got kids and then they pop up later on in life and the kids be like grown and calling the man a deadbeat. It's like, how he a deadbeat if he never knew you exist? You can't just call him a deadbeat. The best thing you can try to do is try to get to know your pops, see how y'all can kind of make up for the lost time. Because the internet going to do what the internet do. I'm going to talk shit regardless. You know what I mean? This is content. This is content. I'm going to do what I got to do. At the same time, Umar have a responsibility. So if he's not trying to be in her life and he's not giving her reparations and back child support, then he's a deadbeat. You better pay that fee. You owe her reparations, fam. There's no excuse. If now is a time for Umar to practice all that Pan-Africanism stuff. Now we're going to see if he can build his tribe, if he's going to invest his money in the children, because this is the type of stuff he talks about all the time. He always telling us black folk, we need to invest our money in the black community. Okay, now you got to invest your money in your daughter. So to the daughter, you need to tell your daddy, hey, daddy, I need a new car.
Daddy, I need a new car. Daddy, I need a weave. Daddy, I need a designer purse. And my hair and nails did.
Now is the time for the daughter to pretty much get that bag, man. And you owe her too, Dr. Umar. How you a doctor? You ain't got no patience for your daughter. And I don't mean medical. How you a doctor, but you don't got no patience for your own daughter? You criticize your black queen. How you gonna do that, sir? How you gonna call your beautiful black queen a struggle streamer? You know what I mean? That's wrong. That's not Pan-Africanism. You're gonna have to buy her a dashiki dress, right? A kufi, or whatever you call them things, and you're gonna have to make sure she dressed Pan-Africanism. You know, are you gonna teach her? What if she's a Christian? What if she's a Christian, Umar? How y'all gonna be able to work together? Are you gonna convert her to Pan-Africanism? Yeah, this is crazy, man. Let's get back to the tape.
But,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying?
And I just think the only reason why it's getting this much traction is because of who he is. He's Dr. Umar. But that's another thing. Like,
Well, you knew that it was going to react this way. You was going to have a million negative comments and a million positive. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I wouldn't dwell on nothing negative because that's not your whole intake. You know what I'm saying? You're not on here for the negative. You hurt, you this your trauma response, you yelling and screaming or whatever, but I would just ignore them. A lot of these people you don't even know. So it's like pointless to even be arguing back and forth with them.
Exactly.
You know
And then my
I'm
thing
saying?
is, how you preach one thing, but you do something completely different. If y'all know Dr. Umar, y'all know how he preach about black women and black men need to be together. He reps the black community so much, but you have 2 daughters and you're not in their life.
What? 2 daughters and you're not in their life? Come on now, dog.
Come on now, dog.
What?
Come on, man.
Say it ain't so, Dr. Umar, man. I thought you Mr. Pan-Africanism. You got 2 black queens out there and you not in their lives, man? Come on, dog.
Come on now, dog.
This is sad.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's
So you definitely deserve a conversation. I don't feel like it's not your fault or your mom's fault. Can't nobody make a man do nothing. You know what I'm saying? A man gonna take care of their kids, especially somebody who advocate the way that he do. I feel as though no matter what, being as though you here, if he didn't want you or if he did, whatever the case may be, you still here, you still his child, he still have a responsibility to you.
We get that part, fam. At the same time, I gotta play devil's advocate again. What if he never knew that this young lady existed? What about that? I mean, everybody's jumping the gun, but we still got to be fair and balanced. We know, listen, we all know Dr. Umar's full of ish. We get it. At the same time, he needs a fair trial. Order in the court.
Judge Ringo presiding. Judge Ringo, do you have any further statements regarding the case of Dr. Umar Johnson?
Yeah, he's full of shit. Order in the court. So, we have a situation here in this court. I said order.
Order in the court. Dr. Ringo, the judge, is speaking.
Now I'll be deliberating the case today. Case of biological daughter versus the pimp. Umar, you're found guilty. Guilty of all charges. You went out there with your Pan-Africanism ass. You took advantage of the black queen. And you had a baby.
Order in the court.
Come on now, dog.
Order, I say.
Come on, man.
I hereby find you in contempt of court.
Bailiff, get him.
No, hold on, bailiff. Don't get nothing yet. I got to deliberate my judgment. I am ordering you, Dr. Umar, to pay this young lady reparations for her 20 years on the plantation without her daddy. Because, you know, out here in the South, you know, my pa, when my mama used to cook supper back at the farm, you know, my daddy, he used to tell me all the time that I have to take care of my kids. So I reckon that you are to pay this young lady in the for sum of $500,000. You're to sell the school and pay her that reparations now.
Court is dismissed.
This is crazy, man. I know a lot of y'all out there probably been there and done that, where you trying to find your daddy and your daddy outside swinging from tree to tree with different women.
Rocky, do
You know
you
what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
I was wrong for taking it to the net, and do you feel like I bashed him?
Um, I feel like if this is the way you decided to tell your truth, I mean, I can't really like fault you. You can't tell nobody how to respond to nothing. I feel like you did what you did. Just stand on it. Don't be upset at people coming at you. Whatever you can do, what the fuck you want to do, but just stand on what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly. You should have seen his response. It was very immature. He called me a struggling streamer. He
Wow.
blocked me
your
on
dad?
Instagram. Yes, he blocked me on
Oh
Instagram.
my
Yo,
god!
I look like I've been crying. I promise I have not been crying. But it's just like, this is crazy. You're supposed to be my dad.
Wow.
You're supposed to be my dad. I'm 22 years old now.
Man.
22 years old.
So he's saying you're a struggling streamer because that you reached out to him and you reached out how you reached out to him, right?
Yup.
Mm.
And that's exactly how Umar is with the ladies, fam. As soon as a woman come up and be like, you are the father, he called them a struggle streamer.
So it just seems like everybody in this conversation, everybody who involved, all their responses is negativity. But that could be just like embarrassment. He probably feel like you can handle him better, but he couldn't handle you better. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly, Rocky.
but I feel like y'all definitely need to have a conversation. I don't know how far y'all gonna get now, being as though this happened, but if not my
So do you think
girl,
if Jason Lee, if the Shade Room, if Hollywood Unlocked, On Site, Neighborhood Watch, if any of them were to propose, Anissa, we want to do an interview, what do you think I should do?
Oh, so hold up. Somebody said, wait a minute. Somebody said, laughing out loud, Ringo, Umar talked about the situation several times years ago. He did not want to pay. So he already know. So Umar already know that this young lady is his daughter. Is that what you saying? Because I'm trying to figure this out, fam. You know, if this is his biological daughter, then if he knew about this, then he is a deadbeat after all. I mean, he is a deadbeat, y'all. So, hey, I stand corrected. Look like he is a deadbeat, fam. Let's get back to the tape.
now you want to do an interview with your father involved, or you just want to do an interview with them to get your side out?
Either one is okay.
And basically, what side is you trying to get out? If you want to talk to your father, and he say he don't want to talk, what side are you trying to tell? That he wasn't there for you, or
Yeah, and then I feel like
how it affected you growing up without a dad?
that part. And I feel like if I do an interview and he's there, he's gonna try to manipulate the situation.
Wow.
He be on Breakfast Club. They're gonna be asking him about this. The next time he do an interview, I already know. I'm not a okay, here we
All
go.
right, so
Lights up, okay.
don't listen to the people that's calling you a clout chaser. You're gonna get there. It's about to be 1,000 fake pages. They be on Beyonce page calling her ugly, stupid, all that. You shouldn't even pay that no mind. These people who telling you that you clout chasing don't know you.
I cannot stand when people say you're clout chasing. That's one of the dumbest things I ever hear. You're clout chasing. You're using my name. Man, if you don't stop. You just mad because I'm doing content.
Hey, this girl life with AK, she DM'd me on TikTok before and I blocked her and I asked her for a number, Rocky. I don't do social
Just
media.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
People talk about me every day.
Every day.
So what? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I don't know if you want to get your story out. I feel like you don't really need to do interviews to get your story out. You already got enough attention. But if you want to, you basically do what you want. Just stand what you do. If you're trying to get closer to your dad, I don't think having interviews with all these blogs that
So put a 1 in the chat if it's confirmed based on you folk that done heard and seen, because I don't follow nothing really with Dr. Umar Pimp Johnson. Put a 1 in the chat if it's confirmed that is his daughter, or he talked about it, but he never denied it. Because if he never denied it, that means he knew. because she favor him. You could see the features is there. You know? You could see the features. It's there. So if this is his daughter, he need to stand on business and stop playing, man. Because this affected her. I think she said she's 22 or 21. So all them years you weren't in her life, you owe her now. Because that's affecting her right now. It's going to affect her when it comes to young men. It's going to affect her with everything, man. All that stuff you try to teach black women, you better spend a lot of time teaching your daughter. And if you don't do that, you're a damn hypocrite.
To talk about your business, you get what I'm saying, gonna help. And if you're trying to get closer to your dad, I feel like y'all should keep it a little private after this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let me get this straight. We on Lock Nation. You're saying, but what business it is of yours, bruh? First of all, why you even watching my platform, clown? Like you tripping.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You over here watching me, but telling me what business is it of yours, bruh? And you in my business. Like, I don't get it. I'm doing content. You watching my content. You're gonna tell me, so basically it's none of my business. If it's none of my business, why are you here listening? It's not making any sense, dog. You're saying, ain't this the white man's app? Here we go with the white man. I tell you, bro, these ninjas are always worrying about the white man. It's the white man's app, and you're on the app, hypocrite. I don't follow your damn Pan-Africanist nonsense. I don't care about none of that mumbo-jumbo BS. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about that. Where the money at? Where the bread? Talking about ain't this the white man's this and ain't this the white man that. Appreciate that, V-Dub, packing up them damn trolls, man. These dudes is bugging, bro. Imagine he coming here, the first thing he want to talk about is the white man. Why you ninjas got so much hate in your heart for the white man, but yet he paying you on your 9 to 5? I don't get this, bro. We talking about Umar, this clown brings up the white man. Ninjas are so worried about the white man. The white man is focusing on getting money. While you ninjas is just wasting your damn time getting mad at me for speaking the truth. How you gonna come to the platform talking about, like, in other words, I need to mind my business, but you minding my business. You on my platform watching me. And even after getting blocked, you still watching me.
It's like it's just.
I understand you hurt. Like I said, I was hurt. I went through a lot of shit growing up. My mom was on drugs. My dad wasn't. He was out here. I watched my dad take care of a lot of people and a lot of things that don't have nothing to do with him and leave me hanging. I don't understand it.
See, the issue here, fam, at Ray, we're talking about Umar Johnson, fam, right? So I get what you're saying about what damage did the mother do. A lot of women get away with too much these days. Interesting story. I get what you're saying. At the same time, Mr. Pan-Africanism is a man that always uplift the black woman as a queen, a Mother Earth, the goddess of goddess. Right? So he is held to a high standard. I don't know who this young lady's mother is. We don't know. So we don't have no, we really can't find nothing because we don't know nothing about her. But we do know about Mr. Pan-Africanism. And with all the things he talk about, the last person you would think that is a deadbeat is Mr. Pan-Africanism. Not him, of all men. This guy supposed to be a great father, a great influence in the community. You know? Of course, there are mothers out there that do dirt. You know what I mean? We're not denying that. But if we're going to have a fair trial, then we would have to have the mother's side and know about her, what her story is, what her truth is, to see if, in fact, she holds any sort of, fault or whatever the case in this situation. But right now, the one that's on trial in my courtroom is Dr. Umar Johnson. Right? Umar Johnson needs to answer to this. He was live earlier. That little clip that you see me have, that little screenshot, he was on live. That's right. He was online talking about the Pan-Africanness of the Africans. Let me see if I can get that clip. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Because I kind of clicked onto his live and he was telling somebody, just send the money. I kid you not, fam, no cap. He was like, yo, just send the money. I was like, what? I didn't have a chance to screen record it in time, but he was like, just send the money. I was like, damn, bro. Bro, man, want that money quick, bro. It's crazy, man. Let me see. And somebody even mentioned about his daughter, fam. Let me see if I can get the receipt. Let me see if I could get the receipt, fam. Give me a minute. Let me get this tape. Because, I always got receipts. You know how I do, fam. You know how I do. I got to get them receipts. I don't play around. So let's get this. Add this in the stream. Let's get the volume up for the people. Make sure you hit that like button too, fam. Make sure you hit that like button. Right? So he did this live earlier. I only caught about, I think 3 minutes or something like that towards the end. But somebody had asked about his daughter. And I guess he just shut down the stream right away, fam. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But let's see what goes on. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I didn't put the volume up. Wait a minute. Where's that volume at? Okay. Where is it? All right, there we go. Volume is good. Okay, let's hear Mr. Pan-Africanism. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, let's see what he got.
Pretendian nation. All right. Rest in peace to Fred Hampton. Rest in peace to George Jackson. Rest in peace to France Fanon. Rest in peace to little Bobby Hutton. Rest in peace to Huey Newton. Rest in peace to our apprentice Bunchy Carter. Rest in peace to John Huggins. Rest in peace to Jerome.
Man, what's with all this rest in peace stuff for everybody, man? Stop all this nonsense, bro. Get to the damn point. He be doing that type of stuff to win people over, man.
Baby mama number 1 and baby mama number 2.
What?
Messages, I won't see it. Text me your voiceover. Email me your voiceover. This is a special gift to baby mama number 1 and baby mama number 2. Some of the queens believe that this would have never happened if I wasn't posting voiceovers of beautiful African sisters. So since they got mad at me posting voiceovers of beautiful African sisters, we're going to post some more voiceovers.
Bro, you got a daughter to take care of, right? You talking about all these other beautiful African sisters, man. Stop gassing these women up, bro. Ladies, don't get gassed up by these pimps, man.
The beautiful African sisters. Mm-hmm. What's in the voiceover? Come on. Why are you asking me that? Come on, get with the program now. It's crazy.
Wow.
You don't know what a voiceover is? My goodness.
Those are the people that's sending money to the school. Why are you disrespecting them? They asking, they want to know about the voiceover stuff. You have to teach them. Some people don't know what a voiceover is.
Struggle streamers is off the chain. I'm going to go get me a breakfast.
Look, somebody told him about the daughter. You see that? Amero says, your daughter is going live. You see that? So I don't know. Maybe the daughter went live on another platform. I don't know. But that's when the live pretty much it just ended.
Stockholm, my Swedish queens, my Swedish African queens.
Swedish African queens? Really? So let me get this straight. So Swedish, they're Africans now in Queens? What? That's crazy, man. And then the live just ended.
Come on now, dog.
What?
Come on, man.
That's crazy, fam. Absolutely crazy, bro. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that little clip. Let's get back to the other video. Hear what they saying.
You know what I'm saying? I know that my dad said some shit like, my mom told him that I wasn't his. But here it is, I'm grown. My dad came in my life. We never had a blood test or nothing. So what makes me yours now and not yours then? So that's what I don't respect.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But a lot of men, especially a lot of grown ass men, black men who run away from their responsibilities, don't really like to have adult conversations because when it all comes down to it, they're gonna be wrong. And a lot
No, the problem is she's hurt because of her father's situation. See, that's the childhood trauma speaking right there. See what I mean? The pain that you see coming out of her mouth, she's directing that pain to all black men because of what her daddy did to her. And I think that that's something that a woman need to overcome, because if she don't, it's going to affect her when it comes to dealing with a man, because now she's going to take out her pain and frustration on him because of daddy issues. You know what I mean? That's one of the main things that women go through. A lot of you brothers may not understand, but a lot of the issues a lot of women have is due to the father not being there, and she have certain fears, insecurities, traumas. Maybe she experienced certain traumatic things because the father wasn't there to protect her. So now when she get with you, she's gonna relive that pain and probably take it out on you. And that's what I'm hearing from her right there. Because when she speak, you can hear it in her voice, and it's targeted to all black men, regardless if you did anything wrong or not.
of people don't like to be wrong.
Right. And it's so hard to
So they
believe.
use like the way that you reacting, like that. Like if I could go yell and scream at my dad, I could be right, and he'd say, "Yeah, you right," but it's the way you saying it, so I don't want to talk. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta come to motherfuckers and talk their language, how they talk. I would have wanted Dr. Umar said, "Brother, Black King, I just want to know one thing." You get what I'm saying? I just want to know one thing.
But
Why
see,
you not in the black woman life?
here, let me respond real quick. To the person that was asking earlier about, well, women, what about them, their part that play in this? This is where we can talk about that, because it seemed as if though the black man is getting all this backlash and they're coming after him. At the same time, why the mom, right, isn't actively building with that guy? Why is it that anytime the father's not there, the father get all the blame? He's a deadbeat. He left. But we don't really think about the mother leaving. A lot of times black men want to be there and the mother just choose to leave. You get what I mean? And nobody talks about that. Nobody talk about the lies that women will say in terms of making themselves look good. They'll say the father ain't ish. He didn't like you. He never loved you. When that's not true. The father actually was there. You know what I mean? So we have to balance it out. You know what I mean? You have to balance it out. We have to find out, okay, what did mom do to cause this relationship to fall apart? Why Umar and her mother are not together? What went wrong? What is that story looking like? Because if you just focus on, well, Umar's deadbeat, he was not there. Well, what about the mom? Like, did she leave him when he wanted to be with her? Maybe he wanted to marry her and she said, heck no, I don't want to marry you because you don't make six figures. You know what I mean? It could have been a situation like that where she was like, look, you a bum. I don't want to hear none of that Pan-African nonsense. Where that bread? And he was like, look, I'm building a school. And she was like, I don't want to hear none of that school stuff.
That you created, but you and everybody else life advocating for everybody else. So I feel like he know what you're saying is completely correct, but I feel like he's trying to decline it because of the way you doing it.
Right. And then it's so hard to believe that it's genuine because he only reached back out to me because I outed him. So it's like now it's not even genuine no more. You just doing it because
I don't
it's on the
think
internet.
he mad. Yeah, if you would have outed, it's how you outed him, and he knows it's going to reach and it's going to be talked about. So he feel like you put him in the hot seat, and you supposed to be his daughter. But as a father, you supposed to be there for your kid.
Right.
But how could he be there for his kid if he don't know his kid? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, how could he be there for his kid if he don't know? It's one thing if he knew about this young lady, because based on the circumstances, it don't even look like he know who she is, you know? So I'm just looking at it from a lens that see both sides of the spectrum. How could he be there for her if he don't know she exists? There's a lot of men that get told by women, you know, hey, this is your son right here. And the man is like, what do you mean that's mine? He never knew. So it becomes a shock. So now he want paperwork. He want to know if it's true. And you can't get upset with him because it's like, damn, it's been 20 years. I haven't been with this child. Now she a grown lady. And now you just want to come in my life now. Where was her mother when she was 15, when she was 12? Why nobody was reaching out to Umar then? You know, these are the things that I look at. It's like, why now? Like, what exactly is going on now? Because it's not like Umar just came out of the woodworks, you know what I mean? He been out here already. So if this is her first attempt reaching out to him, then that's a problem. You know, that means that they've been new. So we can't have selective outrage. We know Umar is full of crap, and I'm not defending him in any way, shape, or form because he still got to pay her reparations. But my thing is, how could we blame a man if he don't even know that he got a child? A lot of men been out there in them streets laying pipe on different sisters. Because you know it's very difficult to resist a black woman. I don't know any man that would, you know, resist some black women box. You know them sisters be looking good nowadays, bro. You ever see a sister, fam, and you're like, damn. You just want to lay pipe, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. Ain't nothing wrong. You a brother and you see a fine sister, man. You just want to lay pipe. There's nothing wrong with that, fam. Sometimes you just got to tell a woman straight, bro. Like, you know, all that getting to know me stuff. Nah, just tell her straight, fam. Just look at her like, damn, shorty, nah, man. Just want to lay some pipe, man. Like, for real. Just tell her straight because sometimes women, they be wanting you to say these things, but you be scared because you think like you're gonna lose your opportunity. But that's how we all got here, fam. Like we all got here because our daddy, he laid pipe on our mama back. I'm serious, dog. That's how it all happened, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he not right at all.
Exactly.
And you know, he might feel like you not right either on how you moving. But it is what it is. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not your fault or your mom's fault that your dad wasn't there. I don't give a fuck if he met her and only slept with her one time and created you. You still if you believe in God, I believe in the law. Anybody who believe in the God, everything meant to happen. Everything happened for a reason. So you still have to take care of your responsibility.
Nah, everything don't happen for a reason. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that everything happened for a reason, fam. Ain't no way you could tell me that a young boy decide he want to grow up to be a so-called woman and that happened for a reason. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that everything happens for a reason. That's of the devil, fam. Everything happened for a reason. No, life is what you make it, fam. You better start using your mouth to control your life and speak some life into your life because there's a lot of people speaking death over your life. Always remember, death and life is in the power of the tongue, right? And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So when you're speaking life to your life, there are other people speaking death. So you got to control your life. When you hear people talking ish about you, you got to be like, nah, that's not going to happen. I'm blessed, fam. Everything I touch prospers. I'm just blessed. I'm intelligent. You know, I'm going to always win. I'm going to always have the right people around me. You know, doors are going to always open for me. I'm going to remain healthy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get sick. You know what I mean? You got to speak life because people are always speaking death over you.
Exactly. Exactly. You just nip that in the bud.
Yeah, so I mean, if you feel like talking to other people and going on these different outlets is your therapy, then so be it, do you. If you feel like, talking to your father help, then so be it, do that. But
See, the real question that we have to ask here is this, right? Do this young lady really want a relationship with Umar Johnson? Let's just keep it a buck, right? Do she really want a relationship with her dad, right? That's what we really got to find out, because if she don't and she's just here trying to run a play, then of course, people going to come at her sideways. You know what I mean? Like when they started the video, I think they had, I'm not sure if she had some words with Tommy Sotomayor. I don't know. But I think I seen a clip. I think she had a clip on her page. And I think Tommy was cursing her out and whatnot. I don't know the context behind that, so I can't really focus on that. It is what it is. But if she's going from platform to platform to trash Umar, right? Now, again, I don't rock with Umar. I don't. You know what I mean? I think he a charlatan, a pimp, and a hustler. And if that's how he get money and people are dumb enough to give him the bread, then, I mean, it is what it is, man. Just continue getting your paper. I mean, people stupid out here, you know what I mean? But if the young lady is not really trying to be in his life, like for real, then it's a play. It's just her trying to build up herself, bring some attention, and try to do something to make some dollars. You know what I mean? I don't know what she's trying to do. I think that if this is really about her getting to know her dad, then she should take that opportunity and understand what it can do to Umar's reputation. You know, like, think about this. I'm a content creator. I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do to make content. I'm going to do what I got to do, hands down. Now, I don't agree with this dude. At the same time, to play devil's advocate, if the daughter is out here calling him a deadbeat, that's going to be detrimental to Umar's business, his public image, and it can mess him up. You know what I mean? Because now everybody will be looking at him like, dog, you Mr. Pan-Africanism, and yet your daughter out here calling you a deadbeat. It just don't look right. No black man want that jacket of being a deadbeat. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if Umar didn't know about this young lady, right, then we still got to give him opportunity, a fair trial, right, to show that he want to do the right thing and be in her life. That's the only way. It's like, okay, if he don't step up to the plate, then we can roast him like completely and cook him, right, all over social media and drag him around. But to give him a fair trial, if he never knew about this young lady, then we really can't roast him the way you would want to. You really can't. Even though I could, it just wouldn't be fair. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be fair and balanced, man. I'm trying to give a fair and balanced reaction to the whole thing. I think that if this young lady did all this, and okay, you got Umar's attention. Okay, now is the time to go and meet your dad, right? Umar needs to address this publicly. He need to pretty much address this issue so that the public can know how he feels. Because if he's not interested in knowing his own daughter, that's a bad look. So everybody's being tested right now. Umar being tested, and the alleged daughter is being tested. Now, Umar have to have a little more patience with her because, again, not being raised by your dad for 20 plus years, you're going to have a lot of childhood trauma. And even though she's in her 20s, she's still going to think and react and carry on like a teenager because of the lack of that daddy being in her life. So Umar have to have the wisdom to not focus too much on the negativity on social media, because social media going to be social media. We're going to crack our jokes. We're going to drag you. We're going to roast you. At the same time, I'm trying my best to be fair and balanced because, again, I'm listening to this tape. And it doesn't appear as if he knew that she was his daughter. And if he didn't know, you can't really penalize him for that. All you can say is, okay, bro, you're Mr. Pan-Africanism. You got a black queen right here. She says that you her daddy. So now we need to see you in her life. We need to see you active. You got to stop everything you're doing and, get to know your daughter. Because if she turn out bad and end up with a loser, a bum, that's on you because she reached out to you. It is what it is. And again, like I said, the mama has a part in this too. Because why is this happening now? You get it? You just can't pop up after 20 years and just come to social media and say, hey, I'm Dr. Umar's biological daughter. Okay, I get it. You reached out to him. He didn't respond or he left you on red or whatever the case is. You have to understand that's natural. I mean, that's like some woman hit me up on Instagram about, hey, Ringo, this is your son. And I'm going to be like, what?
What you talking about, Willis?
What are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's going to take me back. Like, what are you talking about? Who are you? I don't know who you do. Man, you be tripping. So that's how Umar feel. Right? And again, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying the mama have a role to play too. We just can't say, okay, let's cook Umar. What about the mom? The mom could have been reached out to Umar. Could have been had a DNA test. Could have did all of these different things. And that way it would have been nipped in the bud right away. But to wait 20 plus years and then you come out of the woodwork, you can't blame him and say, oh, he was never there. He's a deadbeat. How? He never knew you exist. Right? So all parties involved is going to have to get off social media, right? And handle that behind the scenes if they're serious. Now, if she continue riding the wave of social media, like in other words, every minute she update a new video, a new clip. Oh, Umar is not listening. If she keep doing that mess, it's not going to work because Umar going to realize that she's just focusing on the clout, meaning riding the wave of social media. And it could become very addicting to do that. So if she really want her daddy in her life, the best thing for her to do right now is have that private conversation with him, right? And then take all of that stuff off her platform. In other words, all them videos, all that stuff, take it all down, right? And then you and him communicate behind the scenes and y'all build that mutual trust because at the same time, he needs to know that you are serious about getting to know him. That way he can do what he got to do. But she have to also remember he is a public figure. So all of this publicity, if you want to call it that, it's not helping him. Now, again, I'm a content creator. So I'm going to do what I got to do when it comes to the content. Just like every other content creator is going to do what they got to do. I'm speaking more in line of what makes sense. Right? And I'm pretty sure if Umar is listening, even though I don't rock with him, he probably like, you know what? I don't appreciate the fact that you cracking jokes on me, but I appreciate the fact that you said what you said. That makes much sense. It does. She would have to not do no podcast with anybody trashing Umar and that badge that she's putting on him of being a deadbeat. She would have to have that conversation with him privately, and her mom have to meet up with him and just do what they got to do and just keep their personal business off social media. Because if you weren't raised with Umar, if you weren't raised with your dad, your biological father, because she said she was raised with her stepdad and that stepdad been in her life. So, get to know your pops, your main pops. Not saying your stepdad, you could ignore him. No. At the same time, get to know your biological father because it's important that you do that. It's going to bring closure to the deep-rooted traumas that is in you, because a lot of women suffer from this. Even a lot of men, they suffer because they don't know who their father is, or they weren't raised with a mom or whatever. And it really messed them up badly. And if anything, you being in his life, it will do things for him that'll make him a better father or a better man. Now, again, I don't know how Umar is with any kids that he got, because I don't watch this dude like that to be like, okay, this is how many kids. I seen people in the chat, they was like, he got 7 kids and 5 baby mamas. I don't know if that's true. I really don't know if that's true. Maybe it is. I don't know. But to be Mr. Pan-Africanism and you got all them wives, all them kids, man, I don't know, bruh. That's crazy. But I really think that if she's serious, she should reach out to him and say, look, all the stuff that I did on social media is because I'm frustrated. I needed answers, and I didn't know how else to reach out to you. And I felt that this was the only way to get your attention. I'm sorry if it caused any inconvenience. At the same time, I'll remove all my videos. I just want to know my real father. And that's it. And then, take down all them videos. And he gotta have that agreement. He gotta really agree. And Umar would have to do his part, to be in your life. Talk on the phone, visit, stuff like that. Kind of rekindle that lost relationship that could have been, because it's very important. Because social media is going to eat this up. You have to understand, fam. That's why I'm trying to be fair and balanced. If I wanted, I could have just been one-sided and just ran with that. But I'm not like other content creators. I try to do my little comedy, roast a little bit, and then I do the educational thing and do a reaction so that all parties involved can walk away with, something to learn. Now, again, I don't rock with Umar. I think he's a pimp. You know what I mean? I really do. He's a good hustler, man. He's one of them intellectual hustlers, fam. Like, those are the kind of hustlers that never get caught, because they're educated, they're smart, they know a lot of things, they're good with, they're a wordsmith, so they know how to get through and get in your subconscious mind with that Pan-African nonsense. And before you know it, the money come out your pocket.
Do he have like parents that you speak to, or like a mom that or anybody from his side of the family that you could talk to that could try to bridge the gap for the both of you?
So unfortunately, I just found out that his mom is deceased. I did meet his mom. His dad is Jamal Johnson. I met him before. I did message his dad on Facebook. I didn't get a response. So yeah.
So his mom not trying to have a conversation with you?
His mom is deceased.
So do he have a wife?
Not that I know of.
Hold up. So Umar don't got no wife, fam? What?
Come on now, dog.
Nah, say it ain't so.
Come on, man.
So you mean to tell me Mr. Pan-Africanism, he don't got no wife, bruh? So what did this man do in his spare time, fam? Like, he don't do nothing with no woman? Are you kidding me, fam? I thought Mr. Pan-African got a wife, a black queen. You mean to tell me he ain't getting no buns? Cause man, them sisters be having them buns, bro. My God, bro. I don't understand how could a brother go out there and deal with any other woman other than a sister. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it, bro. You ever see a sister's buns, bro? You ever put some baby oil with water on a sister's buns, bro? Them things be looking good, bro. For real, man. Man, this dude ain't married, man. So how he out here pushing all this Queen Mother Earth Pan-Africanism and don't got no sister, bro? That's a red flag right there, bro. So he got baby mamas. I don't know if the man got baby mamas, man. I don't know. I heard some rumors, but I'm trying to keep everything factual. But I'm gonna have to probably do some extra research to find out do Umar got kids? How many baby mamas? I'm gonna do a Google search probably after the show.
I really feel like our sister can bridge us together.
Okay, so his sister, he's in your sister's life.
I'm not sure.
So how do you think she can bridge you?
Only because we're both his daughters. So
What?
I don't know.
But if he ain't been came around, he doesn't take care of her as well.
Right.
So it's not just you.
Right. So maybe his dad could be the bridge.
Yeah, is he close with his father?
You know, this is sad though, because back in the day, man, we ain't have no social media, man. It's like nowadays everybody's family business be all over social media. You come up on social media, your family members arguing when you telling the whole world how you didn't pay your last child support. Now you got to answer to the blogs. Now you got to go on a podcast now. Like, it's crazy nowadays, bro. Like, literally, you could be having an argument with your old lady. She'll go on Facebook saying he hit me. He screamed that he verbally abusing me, and now everybody's roasting you and dragging you through the mud. Social media is bad, bro, for a lot of things concerning family.
Wait, what you say, Rocky?
Is he close with his dad?
My mom told me him and his dad had a difficult relationship.
Wow. Say it ain't so, Mr. Pan-Africanism. So, you mean to tell me Umar Johnson and his own biological father got issues and turmoil? Say it ain't so. I thought he would have been a Pan-Africanist too.
Growing up.
So see, maybe that's another thing. A lot of men are not making excuses, but for instance, my father, I feel like he wasn't in my life because his father wasn't there for him.
Nah, it wasn't like that. Nah. It's not that he wasn't in your life because his father wasn't there for him. He wasn't in your life because your mama was doing dirt too. This is the secret that they don't tell you. You have to understand, if a man know he got a kid, right? He want to be there for his kid. A lot of times women do dirt too. And they weaponize the child against the father. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure he was there to lay pipe. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it was. You know, all of us brothers is guilty of that, fam. We see a sister, she got a wagon, you know what I'm saying? She looking good, got them nice lips, you know what I mean? Them breasts, everything looking nice. We can't help ourselves, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, God made a woman with those kind of features that arouse a man's senses. You know? So really, the only reason why a dude get with a woman is because he want to smash. It's just after we smash, we realize the consequences. Now we got to stay. But in most cases, it be women that leave the relationship. She'd be like, I don't want to deal with you no more. And she leave. So that trauma that you have is not because your dad's dad wasn't in his life, even though that may contribute to the trauma, right? It be because of other factors that mama don't ever talk about, because they always make the father out to be the deadbeat. That's just the way it is, man. Men never get a fair shake. We're always the problem. We're always the one to blame. It's always our fault. You know, we're the pimp, the gigolo, the womanizer, the this, the that. Man, we don't get no breaks, man. And even men that take care of their kids get dragged. You know, if a woman don't get what she wants, she drag them on social media, and then the man got to do this and that. It's just really, it's just sad.
So some men don't know how to be dads, or some men just feel like I ain't have a dad, they'll survive, which is harsh.
Exactly.
But sometimes it get like that. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like everybody should just take therapy in the situation if everybody is willing to. If not, you got to also deal with the fact that maybe he just ain't gonna come around and he just not gonna be there, and life goes on.
But wait, Mr. Pan-Africanism, don't he always talk about therapy? Put a 1 in the chat if he do that. If I'm correct, I seen a couple of his videos. He always talk about therapy, like you need therapy, right? So I guess he would have to take therapy too. Isn't he a therapist or something like that? A therapist, right? I think Umar is a therapist, man. Yeah, he supposed to be a therapist. I heard that in the video. So what better father to have? I mean, he's a therapist too. So he could give her therapy, as well as he could see his own personal therapist, and they could mend their differences and come together. I think that she should really talk about these issues behind the scenes. If not, I'll just be making like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more videos. I'm just trying to be honest. I mean, I could do those extra videos. At the same time, I feel like the best approach with this is go behind the scenes, talk to Umar, and sort out your issues, and then take down all of those videos, because it's going to only make him get dragged. You know, like tomorrow, like later on in the morning, you're going to have a lot of content creators. They're going to be making videos and whatnot. Because a lot of us, we don't agree with Umar. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's how social media work. At the same time, if you really want to see him win, you got to understand at the same time, these videos that you put out, it's not going to make him look good. He ain't going to get that bread for that school. I'm just saying, as a daughter, if you want to get them reparations and get that back child support, you better do what's right to make sure that money keep coming in. You better make sure. Last thing you want to do is mess up his hustle, fam, for real. Because the people, they're not going to be too happy know that he have 2 daughters or whatever the case is out there that he not taking care of. They're going to be like, what? And you trying to make up a school with Pan-Africanists? Nah.
And that's the sad reality.
So if you have to deal with that reality, how would it affect you moving forward? Or would it affect you at all?
I do believe it has affected me. I think I should start going to therapy. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
So what affected you the most about, I feel like what affected me the most about my dad not being here in my life is me getting taken advantage as a child from other men. I just always wanted the dad, so I dated older guys, I guess, picking the wrong type of men.
You see what she just said? She wanted her dad. So what did she do? She started dating older men.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think, like, your biggest, blemish was not having your father? Like, what did you feel like that you missed so much of having a father? Just him showing up, a daddy and daughter relationship? Because you did say that you have a father that's not biologically your father, but he in your life. So what made you want more than that?
I really just wanted the relationship, and I do feel like me not having my dad in my life kind of diminished my self-worth in a way. Kind of made me feel like I wasn't enough, because if my dad don't want me, then you know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what be going down. This is why fathers is very important of being in their daughters' lives. You know what I mean? I got 4 daughters, man. I got 4. And I understand all the emotions and all that other stuff. So it will affect a woman to the point where if the dad is not in her life, if she don't see that example, she's going to choose all the wrong guys. She may end up getting herself in a bad situation, and it can be very traumatic. And the pain can last for years, because it's like it's just in them, and nobody was there, and then they feel like they're not good enough. They feel like it's their fault. They start to blame themselves, and they end up getting taken advantage of even more because of the weakness, because they start to depend on a male for certain types of attention, validation. And when they don't get it, it's like they'll seek it from some other guy. And the guy could be a horrible person, but if he's given her that dopamine rush, like there's, like some sugar, if he's giving her that, she'll stay around. And this is why a lot of times women stay in abusive relationships, because it's like everybody else can see it but them. Everybody else know that dude is nothing. He's no good. But in her mind, he loves me. You see how that works? And she'll take the abuse because she's seen abuse in her mother's life. Sometimes women grow up in a household with their mom being abused, and then the daughter end up being abused, and it becomes normalized. in a bloodline of a family tree. You see? Sometimes you might have, because the father wasn't there, a young lady might end up getting abused by an uncle or a cousin or some family friend or next door neighbor or whatever the case is. And these type of situations can really cause a lot of pain and affect a woman's ability to choose a man. You get it? Like she would choose men, but they're no good. But in her mind, she think they're good because it's her searching for her father. That's why the lady on the bottom of the screen, she said she just wanted a father so she would date older men. Because at the same time, she's getting the feel of having a father, but at the same time, this man is basically possibly being intimate with her at the same time. And then also, did any of those men even marry her? So she's being used at the same time. And I'm not saying that she was used, because I don't know her situation. She just said what she said. I'm just kind of amplifying what she said, you know, because it never really turns into a wedding or a marriage. It's just like these men take advantage of these women because they know that they're vulnerable. You know, women are very vulnerable when they're going through certain issues. And a lot of times men do take advantage of that because they know they could. Because the only reason why she's staying is because you're feeding those emotions. Sometimes all you got to do is feed a woman's emotions, and that's enough. And she'll stay, and she'll do whatever you want. You could be treating her bad, but if you feed those key emotions, she'll stay right with you. You know, this is why you got to overcome your traumas so you can recognize when a man is taking advantage of you. Because a lot of times a guy can be love bombing you and telling you everything you want to hear, but he's using you and breaking your spirit more and more and more, keeping you in bondage and locked in.
So it's a sense of feeling like unwanted.
Abandonment, rejection,
Okay.
denial.
So abandonment is your issue.
Yep.
So you need to know why he abandoned you.
Now, notice she said she need to know why Umar abandoned her. So again, we got to know the facts. Like, did Umar know about this young lady when she was born, when she was young? That's the only way you can say he abandoned you. You just can't come out on social media and say, yeah, he abandoned me, because we don't know that. Did your mom tell you that? That's another question. Did her mother tell her that Umar abandoned her? Because sometimes women lie, man. And it'd be the mother that abandoned Umar or got pregnant and left. So the real truth need to come out, but you can't put out there he abandoned me. Because remember, if you're his daughter for real, and you're trying to have a relationship with him, and you say that he abandoned you, do you not understand that's affecting his brand? Even though he a pimp. You know what I mean? I mean, that's my opinion of him. He may not be a pimp. That's my personal opinion. My point is, by her saying these things, it's messing up his brand. It's messing up his money, his support base, because it puts a negative image on him. So you got to be very careful. Again, is she trying to have a relationship with her father or destroy his name? Remember, this is social media. So Umar, at the same time, he got to try to protect his image. This is how it is. People try to destroy me every single day on social media. People try to throw dirt on my name. They'll make up lies, rumors. They'll do whatever they can to put dirt on my name to make you viewers stop supporting me. It happens every day. So we all go through this as content creators. Every content creator go through this. There's not one content creator that is on social media that don't have a group of haters that their job is to literally do everything in their power to try to destroy you. You know what I mean? Now, again, if Umar is a pimp and he get money through his pimp game, hey, I'm not trying to stop your hustle. I mean, if people dumb enough to continue sending money for a school and you ain't built a damn thing yet, then hey, continue to get your money, bro. I ain't trying to stop your bread, man. You know, but I'm gonna make my videos, bro. Cause remember, Umar, I gotta do what I gotta do to pay the bills. You know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do. But remember, I'm being fair and balanced. I could always roast you, dog. Like for real. I got an arsenal of receipts. I can easily roast you, dog. At the same time, I don't want to get in between you and your baby girl. I ain't trying to mess up that. You know what I mean? Because we just seen the situation that happened with Lil Ronnie and his baby girl. You know what I mean? We see that situation. You know? We see the situation that happened with Lil Ronnie and his baby girl. Unfortunate situation. So if anything, we could get some good out of this situation. You know what I mean? You're alive. Your daughter's alive. Maybe we could have something that is positive, you know, because you know how social media is, man. We always roast everybody. Everybody's always getting mad. And, you know, it is what it is. But maybe these two can actually get together and have that relationship. We have one father and daughter that lost their lives. Let's not have another one, right? So maybe you two can be an example of the loss of Lil Ronnie and his daughter, and now we can have a black man and his daughter reunite. That sounds like a good idea. Right? Or I could just go back to roasting.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You know, I could do that, man. I'm trying to be cool, fam. Let's get back to the tape.
Yeah, well, that's only something he can answer.
Exactly.
So if you never get that answer, then what?
I'm going to just have to move on, Rocky. I'm going to just have to move on. He's already giving me signs he don't want nothing to do with me because he's been ignoring me. And instead of texting me, he made a public response on Instagram. Mind you,
Now, if Umar is listening to this, right? Listen to me very carefully, fam. You need to listen. You need to look at this young lady's face. Look at her face now. Right? Give me a minute.
To move on. He's already giving me signs he don't want nothing to do with me because he's been ignoring me. And instead of texting me, he made a public response on Instagram. Mind you, he got over 1 million followers. You could have texted me, then you blocked me on Instagram.
Now, again, if Umar is listening, man, you need to do what you got to do, dog. Like, for real. She's just speaking her piece. She's a young lady, man. You know, that's how they're going to talk, man. That's how they're going to talk. They just want a hug, bro. They just want a hug. They just want to spend some time. You know what I mean? That's her way of saying she want to know her biological father. You know what I mean? It is what it is. There's a lot to the story. It's just that things like this is very sensitive, man, because a lot of times these youngins, man, their mama feed them a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying all women do this, you know what I mean? At the same time, a lot of this happened where the mothers be feeding the kids lies about the dad. And the dad have no clue about how the mothers program the kids to hate them. So now the dad find himself in a situation where he's trying his best to, I guess, reach out and talk. And it's like, it'd be difficult. It'd be very difficult because there's a lot of walls that have been built, a lot of hate, a lot of resentment, you know, because sometimes your own daughter can resent you. And every time she think of you, she's reminded of what mama said. And, you know, it becomes very problematic and it prevents growth, you know. But you could tell that she want to go to the next level. It's up to Umar to step up to the plate. Like, you got the platform, like she said. When you make public posts, you have to understand that's affecting her because all those people is knowing about it. But then again, she put herself out there too. So you got to balance it out. If you put yourself out there to get your daddy's attention, you can't get mad when he go on his social media and respond. You got to be built for that too. You know, you just can't say, oh, he got 1 million subscribers or whatever. He shouldn't be doing this. Do you want a relationship with your father? That's the number one thing. If you don't, then go ahead and move on. Just go ahead and move on. But let's not play this game of, oh, let me see how bad I can make my father look. Again, if I want to make Umar look bad, I can do that. Right? Because I'm Ringo TV and I think he a pimp. At the same time, you're his daughter, right? Okay, so if that's your pops, it's a different dynamic, right? You got to keep all that family-ish private, man. And do that stuff behind the scenes, because that's still your pops. Anything you say can hurt his image and his brand. Your words can hurt Umar Johnson more than mine. I could talk ish about Umar. People will laugh, we'll be entertained. You know, people might agree with this. We'll talk about the school and all that mumbo jumbo stuff. But you being a biological daughter saying he's a deadbeat, he never took care of me, he never sent me no money, those words are very strong. Those words can destroy his reputation, and it'll end up hurting him bad to the point where you and him may never, ever get together. You know, and you don't want that, right? You got to make sure that you protect that, because if you're his biological daughter, there's a lot of catching up to do. This might be your opportunity to go to the next level in life. I mean, think about this. Your dad is popular. Your dad is well known all over social media. Even though we clown him, you know what I'm saying? He's still respected in different areas on social media, regardless how you see it. He's still got a lot of people that respect him. Just because I might make my jokes, that doesn't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Everybody on social media that's an influencer in any way, we have respect with the people. But if you're his daughter, then you got to do your part too and not make the situation any more worse. And also, how do your mama feel about this situation? Because that's another story. How does she feel about Umar? Does she think negative of him? Because if not, you might be reacting because of how your mom talked to you about Umar. Don't let that traumatize you as well, because sometimes you thinking the lack of a father is causing this pain, but it could be the fact that your mama is instilling negative energy inside of you. She's being negative, and that's the only thing you hear, and you start to believe the lies. Sometimes you got to ask your mom for the truth. But like, look, tell me the truth, man. Don't lie to me no more. Don't tell me this man was this and that when you know good and well you the one that left the relationship. You got to ask your mama that question. Did you leave? You know? Did you leave the situation? This is what you got to do. Did you leave him? If you're not going to do that, then you're not going to get the full story, man. You want the full story of what's going on from your mama's side so that you don't resent your dad. Very important.
And then called me a struggling streamer. So, yeah.
So he said you're a struggling streamer.
Yes.
I'm sorry to laugh.
He should have never called her a struggle streamer, because for all you know, she's probably really trying to be a streamer. I mean, Umar, you can teach her a thing or two about social media. You know how the business works, right? So the last thing you want to do is break her confidence. See, as a father, your job is not to call her a struggle streamer. Your job is to instill value and make her feel good about herself, confidence, give her strength, not break her down. Because think about this. Think about how many other people probably belittled your daughter and told her she ain't nothing and she'll never be able to do it. So now imagine the power of your words, saying she's a struggle streamer and you got 1 million followers on IG and everybody is reading this. Those words are like needles, like daggers to her flesh. So you got to think about those words that you utter. Remember, you're the so-called Dr. Pan-Africanism, right? So your words, even though we might have certain criticisms about you, your word holds weight on social media amongst various communities, whether people talk ish about you or not. You know, that's still your daughter. If she's your biological daughter, if you got the paperwork and you know that she's your daughter, then you're gonna have to retract those statements of calling her a struggle streamer, because she's only reacting out of her emotions. Remember, she's a woman, right? We're men. So we got to understand how women now are and how they, how they're going to react to certain things. They're going to react this way. It may not be the best way to us, but we're in 2025. So it's like, this is how they do it. I mean, if she hit you up on IG and you ignored her or even blocked her, then the next step is to go to social media. You know the game already. That's like if you got a woman that you messing with. Matter of fact, I remember back in the day, you had drama with some woman or some nonsense, and they were throwing dirt on your name. I'm not sure if it was with some woman of the night or some streetwalker or some mess. You were caught up with something, and the person threw you under the bus or something like that. Well, that's because you most likely ignored that woman. Women, when they feel ignored, are going to take it to social media to get your attention. That's just what they're going to do. Let's go.
That's so fucking Philadelphia. Hey, yo,
A
Philly niggas
struggling
crazy.
streamer. And then he got on live. And it was just the way he approached it, the way he was talking. Like, I'm your daughter. Then in the caption of the post, he put, someone come get this little girl.
Wow.
I am your daughter.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either, so I don't know. But again, the way you treating her at Umar, right? Do you want another man to treat her that way? Mr. Pan-Africanism? Do you want another man to treat your daughter the way you are treating her? Do you want another man to lash out and disrespect her, ignore her? Because what you're doing is you're normalizing disrespect towards your own daughter. That's what you're doing. Because if you just look at the still image and you look at Umar, all she's trying to do is just have her father in her life. If you really just think about it, that's all she's trying to do. She's gonna talk shit. You know what I mean? They're gonna talk all that stuff. Kids, they listen. And I'm not saying she's a kid, but to him, that's his kid. You know what I mean? So they're gonna talk a lot of crap. That's just their emotions. Once you understand that, you ignore all of that stuff. So you don't want to continue talking to her like she ain't nobody, especially in the media, because it's just not good. She's gonna hold all of that stuff, and it's gonna confirm what her mom fed her. Remember, if the mother been feeding her lies, oh, he don't care about you. He never cared. He never listened to me. I try to talk to him, and then she see you doing the same thing to her on social media. Oh yeah, you're done. He's gonna resent you.
His name is Dr. Umar Johnson, y'all, but I'm blocked. But if y'all want to watch,
he probably only went public. He probably only went public because you went on the internet, and it's like he probably feel like he got a big. Even is it so crazy? But like blood, no matter what, they always feel like you should protect them, and no matter what they do to you. You know what I'm saying? So he probably feel like, as his daughter, you saying you my daughter, but you ain't protecting me by going live. I mean, by going on your page and calling me out on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably felt like, that is some type of streaming type of shit. If I'm your father, you could have talked to me in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I ain't respond to you now. Who says I was ignoring you? I could have responded to you tomorrow type of shit. Did you wait a couple days
I
before
did.
the
Yeah.
and did you try to reach out to him one more time before you went public?
Yeah. And then somebody, a lot of people were saying, he's a public figure, so he does different events. Somebody was like, pop up on him. No. First of all, that's going to trigger him. He's going to be caught off guard, and it's going to be extremely uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable.
Maybe that probably, you went public. That maybe that wasn't a bad idea. to pop up on him at a public event and watch him if he lashed out, that'll show his true colors in front of people. It's like the same type of difference.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Are you afraid to like approach him without his knowledge? Like you want him to be aware, or are you afraid to just pop up on him because you don't know how he gonna respond?
Yes.
But see, you shouldn't do that though, because again, you have to remember, if this is your father and you want a relationship with him, you got to understand the kind of business he's in, right? You have to understand you don't want to be popping up and making a scene. Men don't like that. Men hate that type of stuff, right? So there's certain channels and certain ways in which things can get done. Like you got emails, you know what I mean? You got phone calls. You got different ways of doing things. And again, if it don't work, then you move on. Become successful. And when you become successful and everybody find out that you are in fact his daughter, oh, he's going to reach out to you. You wouldn't even have to look for him, because normally when you become successful, you start making money, family member come out of the woodworks. All of a sudden now you got cousins, you got new relatives. You're like, I never knew you. Oh, they're going to come out of the woodworks when you get some money. Anytime you start getting that paper, you start finding out you got another aunt, another uncle, another cousin. You're like, what? You know? So I think that Umar needs to step up to the plate and swallow his pride. Okay, your daughter came out in the public, exposed you, whatever. It is what it is. That's her cry for help. That's her cry to say, look, I'm trying to really get to know you. I just don't know how to. And, you know, I'm just doing whatever I feel is necessary. It's sort of like, you ever see those soccer games where a fan risk it all and jump out to the field? He don't care if security going to tackle him, but he got to meet the player just for a picture, and he risked it all. Well, that's exactly what she did. She risked it all. Because think about it. She's putting herself out there. So now anybody that see her in the street is going to have something negative to say, positive to say. In the workplace, people going to have something to say. Oh, you're Umar's daughter. You know, so you're putting yourself out there as well. So everything is a risk. So I think that she needs to talk with him behind the scenes, and Umar need to open up that channel. And y'all got to keep all of that stuff off the internet. Off the internet. The only way it could come on the internet is if you and Umar decide to do something publicly, like he can interview you, perhaps something along those lines. And this is pretty much after you and him pretty much have a lot of talk, a lot of time, daddy-daughter time. And then, you know, he kind of introduced you to the world. Even though we learned about your situation in a somewhat of a negative way, he can introduce you in a positive way and be like, hey guys, I just want to introduce my daughter, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a little conversation and talk about what, you know, and sometimes you may even laugh at all the other previous videos and all that other stuff, because there's a lot of people that can learn from this. There's a lot of people that have fathers that they never saw, never met. And for you to be fortunate enough to meet your own biological father, that's a blessing. Even if he's a pimp. Even if he is a pimp, at least you have that closure in your life where you could say, okay, I was raised by my stepdaddy, but I got to meet my biological father. And it would heal you in certain areas that your stepdaddy wasn't able to heal, because I could just listen to her and I can still sense the pain and the trauma and the lack of that father that, you know, she never knew. Even if she have a stepdaddy, it's not enough. It's nothing like knowing your biological father, you know? So let's get back to the tape.
And I'm definitely uncomfortable to call him. I've just been sending him text messages, no call, no calling. No, like I haven't talked to this man in years. It's just, it feels uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable situation.
All right, so somebody saying he said, "Ex your mom, what happened?" Why he saying that? My dad called him. This Connie. Why
Somebody
he saying
said.
"ex your mom"? Did your mom ever tell you anything, or did she say she don't know at all?
So my mom did tell me he was domestic and that he paid child support and he was supposed to come pick me up one day because it was co-parenting and he never did. So then my mom got full custody and he only got, I guess, visitation rights.
Wow, wow, wow. Man, oh man, Umar, say it ain't so. See, I didn't know that. So that mean she put you on child support. And, so you knew about her, dog. Let's not act like you didn't know, fam. I think that by her coming out in the public, it got you upset because you know that's your daughter. Because if you were paying child support and there's records of all of this stuff, you better hope nobody don't find that info and pull that paperwork on you. Man, oh man, it's not gonna make you look good, bro. You know, that's crazy, man. So that would technically make you a deadbeat, dog. Hate to say it, you know. I mean, if you're a good father taking care of your kids, then I would salute you. At the same time, she said what she said, dog. So now you're gonna have to answer for that. You gotta answer for that one now.
He didn't want his visitation rights.
Nope. He
Wow,
stopped seeing me and I was a little girl. I was like, I had to be like 10. It's been over a decade now.
man.
Did your mom tell you why, like the things that we used to escalate for him to snap out and put his hands on her?
Yes. He's a
Yep.
crazy man. He need to be in jail.
Whoa, man, yo, dog. Say it ain't so, fam.
Come on now, dog.
Nah, bro.
Come on, man.
I'm trying my best over here to restore this father and daughter, man. And now she's telling the world that Umar was putting paws on her mom. What? Not Umar, fam. Not Mr. Prince Pan-Africanism. Why would you put your hands on a black queen, a mother goddess of the earth? This don't make no sense, fam. Man, I can't believe that, bro.
So what would be the reason why he was hitting her?
My mom said he was very controlling. When my dad had me while they were
He was controlling or he was controlling?
he was controlling. And my dad said that when they were co-parenting and my dad had me and it was time to give me back to my mom, he would not give me to my mom, so mom had to call the cops. And my mom said, she said that when she dropped, I guess before she dropped me off or after she picked me up from him, like my teeth was, they was like in the different, they was like moved, like he did something with my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
He was just, yeah. And he was very strict. I do remember a couple of encounters with him. I think it was just better for him to not be around. He was very strict. And I mean, he's a very smart, intelligent man. So, yeah. But he was very strict. I do remember the encounters I had
Well,
with
he
him.
probably felt like he was out of control of the situation. They said in the comments he fought for custody. He probably went and maybe he felt like, fuck it. She took my daughter away from me.
And
He probably felt like your mom took you
he
away.
always tried to claim that my mom was trying to keep me away from him when in reality he just did not want to take the responsibility, just take accountability. And I remember one time I was with my dad and I was sick. I threw up on the carpet and he was mad at me. I will never forget it. He was mad at me. He was like, why you throw up on the carpet? And I'm like, I'm sick, like what you want me to do? So I don't want nothing to do with that man.
Man, this is crazy, bro. She just opened up a can of worms, fam. I don't know what is Umar's faith. I don't know if he's Muslim. I don't know. I don't. This man is in some Pan-African stuff. Well, I don't know. What is that? Some sort of religion? This Pan-African mess. I don't get it, man. If that's what you do, fam, it is what it is. I just don't agree with none of that pimp talk, you know? But she just opened a can of worms, man. Like all the stuff she just said right there, man. I mean, damn, man. It's like how the internet gonna forget that now? It's like they gonna have a field day with Umar with this, bro. When they get a hold of this tape, they gonna be like, damn, man. They gonna make videos now. This is crazy, bro. So Umar was putting paws on black queens. Man, yo. You were beating women, dog. That's not a good thing, bro. They're not gonna like that one, Umar. Trying to give you some grace, but it's like the more your alleged daughter talk, bro, is making it difficult, fam. This is crazy, man. Let's get back to the tape. Get to the content.
One of the conversation, and I found my sister, so shoot.
That's what I'm about to say. So if you don't want nothing to do with him, what you want to have a conversation
I
about?
want to ask him questions. Why wasn't you in my life? What is your side of the story? Every story has two sides. So what's your side of the story?
Wow. You got to give her that chance, Umar. I mean, she know mama's side, so now you got to give her your side. She want to know why you weren't in her life. You know what I mean? Why you stopped, I guess, visiting her, and you didn't even want to deal with her. And she said it'd been over a decade.
And then after that, whatever he tell you, no matter what he say, if you like it or not, you cool with just getting his side. And then from there, you don't care if y'all talk again, or do you want to build a relationship with your father?
I really can't say right now. I would have to answer that, I guess, once we have a conversation. Because sometimes feelings change. And I think right now I'm moving out of emotion because I'm hurt. So
that's what I'm saying. She's moving out of emotion because she's hurt. That's why Umar got to give her some grace and be patient with her because she's just reacting out of emotion.
Once we do have a conversation, that may change. I may actually want a relationship with him. I won't really know until I actually talk to him.
Well,
if y'all think
it's funny how he talking to your dad, Connie, but can't talk to his daughter. So I don't know. Maybe you should try to call him one more time, or whatever, and y'all can get over your differences. Y'all both hurt each other. Y'all both need to talk to each other.
Hey, Sade. Yes, I did attend DCS. Hey, girl, follow me. I'm following back.
The issue here is she's doing all her talking on social media, and all it does, it opens up more can of worms and things that Umar gotta respond to. You have to understand how that work with social media, man. It's not enough to just say, "Oh, call him, have a no." You're running your mouth, saying things about this man, and again, even though I don't agree with him, it's not kosher to develop the relationship you're trying to achieve. And that's if you want a relationship with him, right? It's like you're giving the people more dirt to talk about, if that makes sense. And I welcome all the dirt so I can make my content. At the same time, if you're trying to build a relationship with your daddy, you shouldn't be saying certain things, you know? Because once it get out there, once it get out there on the web, it ain't coming down. Because now the world know that you said Umar was putting hands on your mama. You know? So how do we undo that? How do we get that out of our minds now? Because it's like when you think of Umar, it's like, really? So you putting hands on women? That ain't cool, dog. People ain't gonna look at you the same after that.
But yeah, it's just very sad. It's very, very sad that I had to do all of this to get in contact with a grown man. This man is 50 years old, I believe.
Well, I would try to call him again. If not, then just let shit die down for a while. And, you know, anybody who talks to your father and he couldn't talk to you is like, that's belligerent.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to talk to your dad.
Yeah, if he even wants to talk to me. Because I'm not mad at him.
Don't, then you need to count your losses and pray about it and keep moving forward.
Exactly. I'm not mad at him. I don't have no bad blood. We all make mistakes. But my thing is, why not?
Connie, regardless of what you're saying that her father said, I said, talk to her. He said she's already poisoned from her mom. I said, you can't say that. So fuck them. Like,
Exactly.
We know that she's spewing her mama's emotions. We know that already. I'm not dumb. Well, all I'm saying is, she gotta now. First, Umar gotta understand that she's moving with emotion, and she's gonna do everything in her power to say whatever she gotta say, and she don't care who get hurt in the process. Umar supposed to understand that part, and he can't look at her in a negative way because her mama had a great influence on her and how she's conducting herself, right? Because he didn't have no time to instill any values in her. So she's going to be speaking based on that emotion that come from her mama. So he got to now tread lightly and figure out how they can work together. If all she going to do is keep making videos on Instagram, this ain't going to work. Because all it's going to do is drive Umar away. Because he going to be like, look, all this young lady is doing is trashing my name, causing me to lose certain opportunities, because stuff like this really start messing you up, man. And the public loves it. The public love when people lose their livelihood, lose money, go broke, become homeless. We love that type of stuff. We're some sick people, man. I don't know why in the world people enjoy that type of stuff, man. I don't enjoy stuff like that. You know, when it come down to people's livelihood and their stuff like that, you know, I want to see people win. At the same time, being held accountable is the main thing. If he knew about this young lady and was supposed to be paying child support, then if he abandoned her, he would be technically a deadbeat. So he can't hide right now. He's supposed to be answering the call right now and stop everything he's doing and go find his daughter and make her become confident that you're in her life so she could take down all these videos and eventually everything will die out, you know. We'll probably talk about Umar all of next week and then it'll die out. Once he start to post photos with his daughter and good times and stuff like that, and people see that he's active, they're going to forget about all the negative stuff. They're going to be like, okay, he took accountability. He's in her life. That's a good look. And people going to be proud. They're going to be like, okay, all right, he doing what he got to do. Let's leave him alone. But if she continue making these videos and going on podcasts and calling him this and bringing up family dirt and saying, yeah, he used to beat my mom and, you know, he's very controlling and, man, those type of things, they stay on the internet. And even if you and him were to clear the air, stuff like that is going to only make it difficult for you to move forward. Because if y'all got together, the dirt is still on the internet. So even though y'all cool, the damage is done. And people going to continue to push that. Even though y'all made up, relationship is good. That's how the internet work. The internet will keep it going. Keep it going. I mean, you and your father could be doing very well. A year can pass and y'all doing very well. But the internet will still be playing the same old tape, finding a reason to crush him. That's why you got to be very careful what you're saying about your dad. Even if it's true, you got to keep it behind the scenes. Because, okay, let's say, for example, he was hitting on your mom. Was your mom hitting him? What was that situation like? Is that a story your mama told you? Is it the truth? Or is it a lie that was given to you? Because if you don't know and you're saying these things, it could be a problem. Did you see Umar hitting your mom? See, these are the things that people want to know. Because if you didn't and you're just going by what your mom said, that's not good. That's not good, man.
Grown woman, you old enough to talk to your father on your own.
Do you know Dr. Umar?
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with who he is. I see that he advocates a lot for Black women and biracial relationships and marriages he be against. He talks a good game. I don't know him personally, so I don't want to say nothing bad, but what I can speak on is a child that always wanted and needed a father, that he wasn't there, and him not being in your life regardless of what he's saying is the reason. I don't agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from that point of view, just about talking to you and what I see and what I know. No matter, even if I talk to him and no matter what he say, nothing is going to subside to you not being present in your child life. I don't give a fuck what nobody saying.
Yeah. Somebody said,
All of that stuff sound good, but I think a lot of people are missing the point here, man. She's doing all of this in the public. You know what I mean? That's like I'm having family issues in my house. And my daughter go online talking about, well, my daddy, yeah, I know him on YouTube, but, you know, he don't let me do what I want, blah, blah, blah. I can't do this. I can't do that. And she's telling all of y'all all the personal family business online. Now, do you really think that's helping the family? That's not helping the family. It's not helping me. And it's not helping nobody. It just creating a mess that now I got to come online and be like, hey, guys, yeah, my daughter said this. It's none of y'all business, fam, like for real. So this is what I'm trying to show you. If she's out here putting out dirt, it's making Umar look bad. You know? So she's intentionally and, you know, she's basically destroying him and not understanding the damage that she's causing. And it can affect the relationship before it could even establish. Because the public is going to think what they want to think. And then he's going to look at her like, you did this. You caused this. The reason why I wasn't able to get that is because people thought I was this monster. People now question or not if I beat women. It's because of what you put out. You know? I don't believe that she should just come online just saying whatever. Nah. Things got to be verified. If you didn't see this man beating no women, don't put that out there. Don't do that. Even if your mama told you a story, don't put that out there. Because that's not helping with you and him growing. You're just entertaining the viewers because now the viewers are going to be like, what? He was beating women. You know? That's not a good look.
he said on his live, you and your mom meet up with him next Thursday for dinner. So yes, I heard him say that. I would like to go see him.
He can't say that she gonna go with everything her mom said if he ain't talk to this girl, Connie. That's bullshit. It don't matter what her mom said, or even if she goes with what her mom said, she still has a right to know why he did what he did. I don't give a fuck if she agree with everything her mom said or everything her mom did. Her mom ain't run away and leave her in the hospital
like he did. But I do have a couple of questions to ask him. And my mom kept saying, why do he keep mentioning me? Why you keep mentioning my mom? I'm your daughter. I'm your daughter. So
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what no grown ass man said that could get on here and butt in other people's conversations and speak for other women, but sitting up here saying, "Oh I can't get my daughter to understand where I'm coming from," but you could get all these other people to understand where you coming from about strangers and other relationships that you ain't got shit to do, but somebody that you created, you can't speak up and try.
That woman on the bottom is just running her mouth out of emotions, dog. Like she's mad with her situation. Her own trauma is speaking out of her mouth. It's not helping the situation. She needs to be quiet. Straight up. Because all she's doing is putting a battery in the back of the girl to pretty much, or the young lady, excuse me, to pretty much continue with the BS. You know? And nobody's blaming her mama. If you paid attention in the class, I'm speaking fair and balanced on both sides. The mama has a part as well as Umar. They're lashing out at Umar and they don't even know the situation. The woman that's on the bottom is only speaking from her own personal trauma. She don't know Umar. You know what I mean? Just because she had some issues with her daddy, that doesn't make it the same thing. It's two different situations. A lot of times people insert themselves into something and they start running at the mouth, and it causes more problems than solutions.
Beat it in her head. The reason why or make it right is nothing in this world and nothing in this whole wide world that's going to make an excuse for a male not being a male and standing up and taking care of his responsibilities. And any religion that we in, we're supposed to honor our kids and honor our children.
Mm-hmm.
All of that sound nice, but what about what a mother's supposed to do for her children? See, when it's convenient for women, they'll preach what religion says and how you got to protect your kids and this and that. But nobody talks about what women are supposed to do and how they're supposed to respect the man and how they're supposed to honor that man. You know, nobody talks about that part. They just want the man to be traditional, a traditional father, a traditional husband, but the woman, she don't got to do anything. You see what I mean? No accountability. Remember, women have attitudes too. So we need to know the full details of what went on between Umar and her mother. The real truth need to come out.
Yep. But I definitely, I would love to see him. I don't know where he lives, but I'm going to ask my mom about it. Because
Not only that, what about his other child that he's not present in her life?
See, why are you saying that? What about his other child that's not in his life? The woman on the bottom, fam, she just running her mouth causing more problems, dog. For real. I'm looking at this thing from an angle of, are we trying to have solutions or we just want to just make a bunch of damn problems? Why would you even bring that up? You know what I mean? It's like you're keeping tabs on what's going on in his life. And all that does, it makes the daughter resent her father. And you're using your trauma pain to put a battery in her back so she could feel your same energy.
He gonna say the same thing for her and her mother. It doesn't make sense, and it still ain't right. And look how he was cussing you out for advocating a father being there for his dad, but he could sit up here and advocate for marriages that's biracial and why a black man should be with a black woman and all this. Why shouldn't a black man be with their black kids?
right.
This is why, ladies, you shouldn't listen to other ladies that are experiencing trauma too. Because what they're going to do is they're going to put a battery in your back and you're going to now become poison and toxic now. You know? She's going to literally impart those spirits onto you. And now you're going to react to your father with that same venom.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely.
Or you're lost because you're slow. That's why you're lost. If you just walked into this show, we've been streaming for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Matter of fact, let me pack you up right now and get you up on out of here because you pissing me off, right? So now you're blocked. Because for you to come in here and say, are you defending Umar, right? It shows disrespect. It means you didn't watch the fucking stream. You understand? If you watch the stream, you would know what we're talking about. But because you're slow and you hate truth, you don't want someone that is breaking something down, being fair and balanced. You just want us to just be anti-Umar. Let's just drag him. Let's have a party. Let's lynch him. Right? You didn't listen to the stream. I don't appreciate those type of comments. I don't appreciate somebody coming in when we've been live for 2 hours and you ain't watch it from the beginning. And you just running your damn mouth and don't even know what's going on. Let's get back to the content.
I don't understand, honestly.
Yep, I would definitely love to see him and see what he got to say. I haven't seen him in years. I'm probably going to be extremely nervous. And
Regardless of what, if my kid outed me on social media, I will be hurt in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But I will still see my child as a child. People in here disrespecting my child, calling her bitches and another grown ass man. You can advocate for a biracial relationship. Why can't you advocate, hey, listen, all right, I don't give a fuck what me and my daughter go through. Don't call my daughter out her name, XYZ.
Exactly.
Right there, she's talking about Tommy Sotomayor. That's what she's talking about. You understand? She's sending shots towards him. due to some video or something. I didn't see it, so I wouldn't know. I saw a little clip, but I didn't see what went on. I didn't see what happened.
You so upset that you letting somebody disrespect your child that's a creation of you. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of motherfuckers be hot in the blind eye. I watch motherfuckers go all day putting up these deadbeats or he don't take care of his child. You get what I'm saying? Then when somebody come out and saying I'm a child that don't get taken care of, they so wrong. But motherfuckers will be sending in their baby dad who's deadbeats and all types of shit. It'd be a million people advocating for a
Yes,
deadbeat.
Mom.
Fuck this deadbeat nigga XYZ. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the nigga got to step up and
Okay,
be a
ma, give me
father
a second,
regardless of
please.
how he feel. Well, go ahead. You gotta get off and talk to your mom. She probably want to talk to you.
Okay.
Or you say, girl, shut up. Let Nisa talk. Let Nisa talk. Mind your fucking business, honey.
Huh? Yeah, you want me to talk right now? Okay.
Sounded like the mother was in the room, and I don't know.
Oh, she froze, y'all. My knees hurt.
You know, somebody texted me. I don't know who fucking number it is. But you have anything you want to say? I guess I'm talking too much.
No, you're not, Rocky.
But I just feel like just keep your head up regardless of what, and just never give up. I get.
How do you do it with hate comments, Rocky?
I just ignore bitches because they don't know you.
Yeah.
And nobody gonna run into you and say it to your face. So it's like,
clock it.
People gonna do that. People do this to Beyonce, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj. The biggest fucking names in the world get the hate. Like, I would pay it dust. Keep a smile on your face. Keep your heart pure. You know what I'm saying? You know, try to build a relationship with your little sister that you just met and see if y'all can work it out.
Mm-hmm. Great advice. Rocky, you got some music coming out?
Yeah. Real soon, couple weeks I'm dropping. But I've been doing TV. I got TV shows coming
I
up.
don't want to hear none of that rap. I ain't come here for all that promo stuff. Nah, we ain't doing that. Let's see what else we got. Let me see. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm not looking at all that mess, fam. Nah, forget that. I ain't come here for all that extra stuff. But, yeah, man. So, that's about it, you know. I think that Umar need to step up, do what he need to do, find out what's going on with his daughter. And, yeah, man. Because, again, she need him in her life. I think that also she need to be careful who she communicate with on social media, because a lot of times other people will impart their trauma onto you, and now you'll start to speak negative, right? A lot of things she said is on the web now, and it's not going nowhere. People are going to continue to use it against Umar Johnson. And again, I think he a pimp. I think that, you know what I'm saying, he's just another swindler, charlatan, you know, trying to hustle the people for some cash. But again, if people dumb enough to keep sending him money for a school, then, hey, more power to him. I mean, y'all dumb to give y'all money. He ain't doing his part. Hey, I'm not trying to stop his hustle. Got to get it how you get it, right? But to those folks that look at me like, oh, you defending Umar Johnson, I don't know what the hell you talking about. I tell you, I don't rock with this dude. You know, he's smart. You know, Umar not dumb. He not. He's a smart guy. At the same time, he's just good at pimping. He's very good at pimping. His pimp game on social media is very effective. He's able to pimp women out of their money. He know how to say the right things that trigger those emotions, and it just makes women support. I mean, it's a skill. I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. You know, I ain't saying he a bad guy. I'm just saying he a pimp. That's all. People be getting things all mixed up. Like if you disagree with somebody, I mean you hate them and want to see them destroyed. Nah. It's not that way, fam. I don't know that man personally. I know that he speak about different topics. He speak about different issues. There's some truth in everything we say. At the same time, I know a hustle when I see it. You know what I mean? I know a hustle when I see it. You just may not see it. So it is what it is. I'm not here to try to stop their hustle. If people dumb, they dumb. It's just like I showed y'all the other day that Lil Ronnie baby mama is pimping everybody on GoFundMe. I broke down the whole situation and y'all still sending money. So, hey, it is what it is, man. If she gonna pimp y'all out of them GoFundMe checks, I'm done talking about it, man. I ain't gonna try to wake up the sleeping giants no more. Y'all stay there and get pimped. You know, I already try to show y'all the way. Y'all don't want to learn. Okay. When she switched that GoFundMe to 100K, don't write me no DM saying, bruh, she just increased the GoFundMe. Fam, I don't care. I already told y'all already that she pimping and scamming. Y'all don't listen, right? Y'all don't share the videos. Y'all don't make the videos go viral. You don't share them on Twitter. You don't share them on IG. You don't clip the video and share it so people can know about the platform. So I don't care, right? So it is what it is. Shout out to Ray-Ban for the support, sponsoring the work. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says salute Ringo. The culture needs you. 100. So again, my thing is Umar needs to step up to the plate, be that daddy in her life. The last thing you want to wear, sir, is the coat that says you're a deadbeat father. In your line of work, you cannot afford to wear that jacket. So you need to really get into this young lady's lives because the internet is now watching now. So you've been put on blast. You need to really get to work, do some grassroots work with your daughter now so that she could report back to social media and let the world know, like, hey, I had a great time with my dad. We had a lot of fun. I'm really excited. I'm really happy to have known him. She needs to help fix your public image right now because the things that she had to say, people going to talk about it moving forward. And you may feel some type of way about it. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You got to go through it. That's just your part, your time in life. You have to go through it, through these challenges, because it's been challenged for her to have no father for all them years. So the least you can do is give her back some time. You know, that's the least you can do, right? So we out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. You know, we need them fathers in the home, whether they pimps, hustlers, players. If you're a father, a working man, a good provider, whatever, we need you in your kids' lives. We need y'all there, right? So even if you disagree with Umar, if you're not a fan of Umar, whatever the case is, he's still a man. You still got to give him a fair trial. Allow him time to redeem himself. It's still early. They're going to roast him. You know, this is social media, so you know how that go. People going to want to know. People going to want to hear the news. They're going to want to hear the stories, different feedback, different commentary from different folk. But he got to still figure it out. He got to figure out what his next move is so that he could clear the air and restore that relationship with his daughter. Because that's a good look. You know what I mean? No matter what, I respect any man that's going to take care of his kids. You know what I mean? Even though she's in her 20s, she's still his kid, you know? So if Umar do that, you know, even though I don't rock with him like that, you know what I mean? by the pure fact he is in her life, you gotta respect that as a man. You know, I could disagree with you and still respect you. You know, there's such a thing as you can disagree with somebody in certain areas and whatnot, but still got respect for them because you recognize he's a man. He do what he got to do. And you just have disagreements. That's all it is. You know? You said you're what? Come on, don't give me that you're asking for a friend stuff, man. We not in 1990, bro. Like, yeah, I remember back in the days, you try to holler at a shorty, be like, hey, how you doing? And his sister asks, like, okay. And you be like, oh, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for my friend. He likes you. What? Your friend? I remember one time I did that, fam. Yo, no cap. I was in junior high and, you know, I was the wingman and I pretty much went to the sister and whatnot. And it's so funny when you the wingman, you have all this confidence to walk up to the sister and whatnot. I go up there. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I just came over here because you see that guy over there? His name is such and such. He likes you. And I did that. You know, that's supposed to be my partner and whatnot. You know what the sister said? She said, he likes me? She said, what about you? Do you like me? I was like, what? Yo, it caught me off guard because I actually did, but I was shy. And I didn't know what to say. It's like, I was like, oh, man. I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to have to take her, bro. I told her, yeah. And she was like, so you here now? So we talking. I was like, but he's going to be upset now because we cool. I stole his chick, bro. I had to do what I had to do, bro. Yo, that was funny, man. Now, the question is, how did she know that I like her? Because she saw it on my face, fam. She saw it, man. A lady can tell that you liking her, bro. Even though I went up there, she knew that I liked her. She saw it in my eyes, bruh. I at first it caught me off guard and I told her, yeah. And she was like, well, I'm here. You know, you could talk to me. I see you. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Hey, my partner was upset with me, man. He was upset, dog. He was like, yo, man, how you gonna do me like that, bruh? I was like, fam, I had to do what I had to do, dog. She chose me, man. She chose me, dog. You know, it's the woman, she the one that choose, you know. Y'all could try to holler, but the woman got to make her choice, dog. That's just the way it is. When a woman choose you, bruh, that's the best time, man, when a woman choose you. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is, man. So I'm going to get up on out of here, man. Damn, man, it's 4 a.m. What? How the hell, man? It's 4 what? Man, going on 5 a.m. Golly. You know, this is crazy, man. Damn, man, I can't believe it. But anyway, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you support the live stream via Cash App, I'll shout you out in the next stream. You know, it is what it is. Man, let me see what I gotta do. Okay, I got a couple of things I gotta do. Yeah, I gotta get me something to eat, and then I gotta get some rest. Yeah, man. So we're gonna get up on out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods of the chat. Let me know what you think of the stream. Do you think I did a good job with the stream? Think I was fair and balanced? You know what I mean? Even though I roast Umar in the beginning of the live. You notice how different people came into the lives. People thought I was defending Umar. Then you had some saying, oh, I thought you was simping and all this other stuff. You got fans on different sides of the fence. You got haters, you got fans, you got people coming in ready to disagree with you or agree with you. You can't please everybody. That's why I try to balance out the playing field and give you a good show and a good commentary. So So it's not just about being negative, but there got to be some sort of positive thing in the content, you know? Because we could have always spin this thing one way like a lot of people do. At the same time, it's a good look when a man reunite with his daughter and she's able to overcome those issues. You know, it's very, very important. If you look at her face, regardless of all the negative stuff she may have said, it's only her pain that she's expressing. And Umar got to step up to the plate on this one. You got to do what you got to do, sir. You got to do what you got to do. Don't let, the internet is going to talk ish. That's what the internet does. You know the ball game already. You got to have tough skin. You of all people got to know this already. In order to be on the internet, you got to have tough skin because we going to come for you. They going to talk ish. They going to lie. They going to manipulate. They going to do all that stuff to break you. So if that's your biological daughter, sir, do the right thing. That's all I'm going to say. Just do the right thing. Rate, comment, and subscribe. We'll keep you posted with more content. Ringo TV reactions. Right? It is what it is. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come
If
on
you
with a
like our
small
content,
announcement.
consider
I just wanna start
supporting
this
via
video
Cash
off
App
by
at
saying
$Ringo TV
I'm not
Raw.
trying to get clout. I literally just want to have
Become
a
a
conversation
patron on
with my friend.
patreon.com for
My
exclusive video
biological-
content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.